Hello, Blue Justin here, still Justin, still not blue, and I'm going to get a couple of things out of the way before I really get going on this weekly haul. In fact, it's a bi-weekly haul, it's 2 weeks, because I had to miss one because I only had one title to show you last time. First up, I apologise in advance if this one has gone up quite late. There's a couple of reasons. One, my laptop has got major problems and I'm trying to set it back to a restore point at the moment, and it keeps failing, so goodness knows how long that's going to take to sort out. And secondly, on a slightly less technical level, this week I go away on holiday for the first time since lockdown began, so it's the first foreign holiday in a very, very long time, and I've totally forgotten all the things you have to do, running around like a headless chicken trying to pack, etc, etc, etc. So forgive me if this haul is not quite as detailed as I would normally make it with as much research. Even though you don't necessarily think I do any research, I actually do. My printer decided to print out little black blobs instead of covers this time as well, so that hasn't helped. Yeah, so I'm probably going to go through these relatively quickly, I think. But if you do want to keep an eye on anything that I notice whilst I'm doing the editing, I will, as long as the editor works, I will try to put in some scrolling text to enhance what I actually get round to saying during the video itself. And all that said, cue the intro. Right, first up, we start going back to tradition with the Zavvi exclusive steelbook of, in this case, 4K, the Untouchables, which came out at the beginning of last week. I think it was last Monday, and absolutely brilliant film depicting the time of Prohibition era Chicago, where it's all run by a lot of the mob stuff, with an incredible cast, with Kevin Costner as Elliot Ness, assigned by the FBI to lead a task force to take down Al Capone, being played by the great Robert De Niro. And if that wasn't enough, Sean Connery acts as his almost Elliot Ness's sidekick, Jimmy Malone, streetwise veteran police officer, and for which he got nominated as for an Oscar. I think it's Best Supporting Actor, if I recall correctly. It was directed by Brian De Palma, as if nobody would know this, and also has just a supporting cast including Andy Garcia. So excellent, and I really like the design of that steelbook as well, so that's really nice. For what it's worth, I can tell through the shrink wrap that these bullet holes are slightly debossed, so somebody's actually made a little bit of effort. It's a bit of a shock. And it's got down here for in reference to the Prohibition bit, aged 35 years. So my strong understanding would be that it's 35th anniversary edition. It's got a few special features. um, including the script, the cast, production stories, reinventing the genre, the classic original featurette, uh, the Men, and oddly enough, by the way, I only noticed this afternoon. I was looking for whether it had things like Dolby Vision, which it does, and Dolby Atmos, which it does. Well, on the 4K it does. The Blu-ray might be from a different, just thrown in as from an older version of the transfer, because I find it very odd that they would say, unless it was accurate, that they would say on the back that the Blu-ray is 2.35 to 1 aspect ratio, and the 4K is 2.4 to 1 aspect ratio, unless they were from different scans. They wouldn't, I mean, I'm sure, I just think that they would have, if there had been no difference, or they'd just been taken from a similar scan, they'd have just, it's more likely they make a mistake the other way, copying the aspect ratio of one into the other, rather than making them different, which is a very unusual thing to find, to be honest. So yes, very, very happy to upgrade my Blu-ray of this one, and look forward to seeing it sometime soon. Another 4K that I've picked up is one I've been thinking of picking up for a while. I'm not that familiar with the plot and the story, except that it's an Oscar-winning performance by Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant, and is regarded as a cinematic masterpiece and winner of 3 Oscars. I've been waiting for the price of the 4K to drop in price significantly, because that was the one I wanted, because I'm aware of the fact that the Revenant 4K is regarded as reference quality standard transfer for 4K, and presentation for 4K. So I'm really looking forward to really just how good this is going to look on my TV, and enjoy it for what it is. So it looks like it's got very sweeping camera shots of the outdoors and all sort of epic adventure, that sort of thing, human spirit, visceral, strong violence, bloody injury detail, and strong language. So yes, looking forward to seeing that. Haven't seen it before. This one is something a little bit different, but you will have seen something like it in my collection before. This is a US import, though I got it from, I think I got it through the Amazon UK, which incidentally, when I was trying to track things through it this afternoon, all the ordering pages are showing up as error loading page. That's whether I go through my laptop or whether I go through the app on my phone. So I hope that sorts itself out very quickly, and I hope you aren't suffering the same problem as me, or haven't needed to be affected by it. This is a film called, and you won't expect this, Inquisition. Some people will get the joke, some people won't. Yeah, this one is set in 16th century France, and it, as indicated by the title, it is the Spanish Inquisition, looking into witches and devil worshippers. The local beauty catches the eye of the head inquisitor, tormenting him with impure thoughts. However, her actual affections lie with her handsome fiancé. However, all interrupted by the embittered one-eyed manservant who keeps on presenting victims for torture because they rejected his advances because of his disfigurement. So he gets them back by accusing them of being witches, and they get the appropriate torture and being murdered. So nobody seems to be able to stop the baseless accusations. However, when the lead lady's fiancé Jean dies in mysterious circumstances, she really then does ally herself with Satan to get revenge on the Inquisition themselves. One of the things I do find quite interesting is the horror star Paul Naschy is his directorial debut, and considered one of his best films, it says here anyway. And he actually plays 3 roles: the Chief Inquisitor, the Devil, and the Grim Reaper. So quite an interesting combination of roles for a single person there, all beautifully conflicting and against odds each other, which sounds really interesting to me. It's a new transfer from the negative. There's a choice of English or Spanish audio, and there's some newly created English subs. There's an intro by Paul himself. There's an audio commentary, and there's a documentary on Spanish horror. So, and also there's some previews for when the Mondo works. So it's multi-region. So it's all region rather. If you do want to import it from the US and you haven't got a multi-region machine, that'd be fun. This one's obviously a lot less near the bone. This is a PG-rated movie called The Last Airbender. Now, I'm pretty sure that they could probably have done a more acceptable title for this country, and because of the potential connotations of the words. However, because it is this is the live-action version based on the Nickelodeon series Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is actually an animation that I've been intending to try and pick up, but it's still quite expensive. They probably didn't want to mess with the source material title. The protagonist is the only one who can control and bend the various different elements and try to stop the age-old conflict between the 4 nations of air, water, earth and fire. This is apparently an inspirational journey, exciting and entertainment for the entire family. It's only got moderate fantasy violence, so that one sounds nice and safe for everybody in your family. Next up, I finally got around to seeing the price drop and thought I shall finish off my collection of these, ready to watch in full all the way through. I think I started on season 1, but I decided to leave it till I had the whole thing had finished as a series, and then catch up all in more of a binge. And that is Supergirl, and this is season 6, and as it says, 6th and final season. So this is the last 20 episodes. Series of unexpected twists, it tells me, that are going to be there. I'd like to think so. It'd be a bit of a letdown if they just made it a bit obvious. So yeah, I very much enjoyed the episodes I have seen of this. And I'm sure they've developed a lot of the characters, and introduced a lot more that I won't even have seen yet. So I'm really looking forward to watching this through. Just it's 12 rated for moderate violence, threat, and injury detail, and it runs at 847 minutes for its 20 episodes, with the only two special sets of special features, which are a farewell tribute to Supergirl, which you'd like to expect, and some deleted scenes. But that looks really nice, and yeah, I really am looking forward to following through and doing that from the beginning, well, possibly halfway through, if I remember where we were. And finally, Esther, for this haul, I did eventually get around. I have been waiting to do so for quite some time. I got around to buying Trigger Point. Now, this is obviously, as you can probably guess, edge of the seat thriller. The series about a bomb disposal officer in this particular case, when London's rocked by a number of attacks. She works with the police in order to try and stop the unmask the bombers and stop their next move, and feels that there is a specific purpose behind the set of attacks, and it suddenly gets personal, and therefore a war she must win. There's a making of on here. It says "and much more," but I never know how much more that they do. If there was much more, I would have thought that they would have put making of, behind the scenes, and much more. They'd have actually just listed a couple more things. There's plenty of space on the back to say it. This one's got strong language, violence and threat, as you might expect from this sort of action thriller. And also I wouldn't expect too much more, because it's Dazzler Media, and they're not known for doing a huge number of extras. At least, however, they do like to do their 2 audio streams, Total Lossless PCM, Street LPCM or PCM, depending who you ask. One which is stereo, and the 5.1 DTS HD master audio. It says it's region code B locked, but I'm not sure. So, but I dare say you'd probably get it from your own country, at the most sensible price. So yes, really looking forward to seeing that, because it's from the creator of Line of Duty and Bodyguard, and those are 2 excellent series that give me confidence that I'm going to enjoy this as well. As I said, that was the last one for me for this haul. Also, as I did mention earlier, the moment, the reason why one of the reasons why this might be late is because I'm rushing around trying to get everything ready to go away on holiday this week, which means I will be away over next weekend, so there will not be a haul. I'll let you know that in advance. It won't be a case of me turning around at the last minute and saying, can't do a haul. I know in advance that I'm not going to be able to do one next weekend. So sorry about that, but I'm not going to take my laptop and all my stuff abroad on holiday, just so I can buy up some local Blu-rays in a very small village in a long way away. They're probably on sale anyway. I couldn't get hold of anything new, just so I can get a haul. I have had a delivery today, which is rather nice. So I'm hoping that my next haul, when I do get back, will have something that you will certainly enjoy seeing me reveal. And soon after that, apart from all the stuff that I have to finish off and I've been promising you, I'm well aware, it's also my birthday coming up, so I will have a special birthday haul for that one as well. You never know, it might actually be out around about the same time as my birthday haul for my wife that I've been promising you for ages. Anyway, I think the important thing is that I'm wishing you all the very, very best, and thank you for your understanding. I will uh, leave you now with the usual thoughts of please keep on enjoying all the movies, the TV, and especially your trips to the cinema if you can make it. My wife and I are intending, she's actually asked me, she beat me to it, to say the weekend after we get back from holiday, can we please go and see uh, Jurassic World Dominion at the cinema? So we'll almost definitely be off to see that very, very soon. Which means at least if I get invited to somebody's live stream, I'll have something to contribute on my opinion on that particular new movie in the franchise. So anyway, like I said, please keep on enjoying your lives, and I shall see you as soon as I can. Cheers.